All right, guys, welcome back to another update. Guys, the war is on and popping. It is on like Donkey Kong. All right, so let me just zoom in. As you can see, these guys have started to invade North Africa here. Um, I'm just about done closing out these last few provinces with the Marlin. So we're just about done, guys. Let's get these last few provinces here. Couple of spots there. Let's go ahead and come on over here. Get this guy on out of here. All right, so we're closing out these last few. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Ooh. All right, just doing a little quick breakdown, guys. A little maintenance work. All right, now let's come on up. All right, all right, all right. All right, now let's move on up here. As you can see, Yucatan um, over here, he's trying to escape, but we're not going to let him go so easily. Let's just go ahead and, do I got time? I think I can get him a couple more times, guys, before I have to just blast him. So let's do it like this. Yeah, we're gonna try to take as many of these boats. We got 8 already. That's how you do it, guys. Bombers are for boats, in my opinion, and that's how you utilize them. So I got these guys probably scared now, ready to get out of the way. Let's see here. See how I held him up with one armor car guy. He can't move. So we building up. We're aware of what's going on here. So we just getting our army together. See, sometimes guys gotta understand, there's no rush. I got my coalition member here. So we're gonna take care of this little corner in a second, but we don't have to rush into it. Clearing out over here. Perfect. And I got more help on the way, so we're not in no rush. Let them come on in and try to get as much little land as they can. We're gonna crush them right back over here. So that's what's going on. It's my job to take care of this area, and I will do that. So, yeah, Yucatan, I don't know what you were thinking coming over here, man, but we're not doing that. We're not doing that. All right. Okay. All right. See what we got here. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can bring those planes over so we can take care of that boat. Cause it look like he's gonna try to ride. Look like that boat gonna try to come down this way. We'll try to help. I'm gonna try to help my teammate out. Hopefully I can get those bombers over here to help my guy out a little bit. Let's see here. We got a situation here. Bingo. Send some airplanes over there. Make them use some gold. You know, he like to sabotage airports. So we're gonna make them use some gold today. They're being overran. The Americans, they're being overran. They retreating. Oh my goodness, Suriname boy. He came over here and just thought he was doing something. Not knowing, I knew that when I got out of the way, I knew Gujarat was coming. I already knew that. I knew I knew Gujarat was coming. I knew. So when I let them take over Europe, he didn't think long term. Mr. Suriname right here. He didn't think long term. So now he got to suffer the consequences. Yeah, they being overran over here, guys. They're not gonna be able to sustain this little area much longer. Now you got Amazonas over here. I'm gonna call him Mr. Railgun. This guy here, man, this guy loves him some railguns. But it just, unfortunately, in this situation, it's not going to be enough. Not going to be enough. That little tactic he used, this ain't going to be enough. But I like his strategy though. It's a pretty decent little strategy that I will implement. West Amazonas. I like how you play. I like how you got your own little. What Amazonas like to do, guys? He like to set up these rail guns, and then, um, try to keep that area cleared out. Then he likes to protect his rail guns with a bunch of balloons. As you can see, there's a bunch of balloons here. As you can see, he's trying to bring more rail guns. Look at him. He's trying to bring more rail guns over here. So the smart thing to do is try to sabotage this little spot right here. I'm going to try to do that. Send some spies right over here and sabotage it so he can't move any more rail guns over there. But let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on in the north real quick. Guys, there's wars going on all over the place. Now, interesting. The Americans look like they also had to retreat once again. Okay, I see what happened here. So the Americans are being sabotaged over here as well, as you can see. Now that's pretty interesting because now you got this fight going on here. Very interesting. Very interesting. So, 27 battleships, that's a lot of boats. Let's see. And let me tell you something about this little province right here. This is such a tricky province because it takes you so long to get on or off of it. And so that's why this province is very, very, you have to be experienced to know how to work that one. Because as you can see, he's sabotaging the buildings here, but I think let's see. Yeah, I would have tried to keep these buildings here. We had enough planes. Well, those are fighters, so maybe not. But these bombers could have did some damage if they would have got to it early. While it was, I remember when Iowa was way up here. Should have been sent those bombers to deal with that. But that's no here, no there. Fujian did a real good job of getting on board here. And now it's a matter of seeing how he works this. Do you wait for more backup for more of your guys to get there? So it's all a matter of how Fujian plays that. But he did a pretty good job of getting on board. And these guys are attacking on these sides. So I think the Americans really want to try to hold on to this area here. I think they take a lot of pride in trying to protect their little homeland. And so I think the mistake the Americans are going to make is probably leaving all of this wide open. So we'll find out what they got going on in this area. But yeah, man, it's battles going on everywhere, guys, and you know, I'm not over here, so I really can't influence this battle just yet. But I will try to get, if I can, up this way at some point. But I just like to see what's going on up here, just so I know what's going on and how the temperature is in other areas. Good job, Fujian. Fujian is doing a great job. East Helen J doing a great job of closing out Australia. Okay. And now we're starting to work on this area here. So these are just more and more points being added on. So we're going to close this game out victoriously. I think it's kind of funny how how things turn around. Um, yeah, we're not gonna let this boat go anywhere. We're gonna try to take care of that boat. And let me tell you something, guys. It don't take a whole lot of bombers to deal with these boats. I use my bombers very selectively. My bombers, they show up when you least expect it. As long as I can hold him off, he's just attacking this tank right here. That's perfect. That's perfect. Cause I got another one coming, and he gonna hold him off again. So that's the key. That's the key. Until we can build up, till I get all my troops up, where I can deal with that. Right now, he's a little stronger than me with that stack, so we're still bringing in more troops. But we're there. We're there. We're where we need to be. I think he realizes now this whole boat coming to the sideline, attacking everything and all of that, that's not going to work. That's why I attack these boats to get them out of there. And I'm not going to let the boat just escape. Most of y'all be like, all right, we got them out of there. No, no, no. You get it until you can't get it no more. So it look like I'll be able to hit it one more time in patrol mode. This is a good example of what I mean by knowing how to use your airplanes. Right now, I want to get it while I'm in patrol mode. And what I mean by that is, hold on, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's slide this up a bit. So we're already past that point. So let's slide it up. No, we don't want to slide up too much. Stay where we at right there. And then we're gonna hit them one more time in patrol mode. So right now, 50 seconds left until we get in patrol mode. So it will not attack until you get in patrol mode. And once I do, we'll attack one more time, and then I'm gonna actually strike. Because as you can see this little white line there, this little white line right here, he's about to pass it. So I gotta get him before he passed through that white line. So I can patrol one more time, hit him, and then I'm gonna strike him before he is out of my range, if that makes any sense. So hopefully we can get as many of those boats as possible. And then I guess I'll backdrop and see about these submarines that's in the water. This is a very poor decision by the Americans because you never know what my decision would have been. Even though I would already had my decision made, but you never know. We could have worked out some kind of peace agreement. But now you guys have just went to war with, you know, everyone, and you show your disloyalty. You show your lack of experience. And I don't want to say intelligence, but definitely show lack of experience. So now you have to suffer being attacked on all ends, and the Americans at this point they're holding on for dear life, but and they got to deal with very good players that are in this coalition here. So they really did themselves a disservice. All right. So that's what's going on now. We'll keep you guys posted. we'll see how this continues to advance here. They continue to push into Europe. See if they close this out. See what Amazonas do over here with the level of, well, he really doesn't have much over there now that I'm looking. Kind of dry over there. So we'll see, but we have to keep in mind these guys do have a lot of troops up this way. Can't forget that, Virginia and whatnot. So there are some more troops up in here that I can't see. That probably will be trying to come down to protect this area. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this clashes. And then this area here also would be very interesting. So this is where some of the main wars are taking place. And again, let's see what the score is. 1179, 763. This thing is pretty much over with. So we just need to close it out. We need 329 more points. And I think that will be attainable within about a week, maybe 2. If we play smart and if the Americans don't do anything just extraordinary. They do something extraordinary, hey, we have to accept that. But I don't think they have more than 2 weeks, if you ask me. But I won't put it out there like that. We're gonna still play and let the game come to us. But yeah, I would say that I think this thing is pretty much closed out. But it's gonna be on. The last little part of this thing is gonna be war. It's gonna be a lot of banging. It's gonna be a lot of killing. A lot of fighting. So you want to be able to see how this is and how it works out. And it's also good to just see how a game concludes, you know. A lot of times you don't get to see that in a lot of these videos. How a game starts from day one and how it ends. And so it's going to be pretty interesting. All right, so that's good for this update today, guys. I will get back with you later.